Yeah, what's up, guys? So if you're farming your command boards right now, this is the second time I'm recording this because my audio was pretty low last time. But so obviously there's this challenge you have to do. And during my first playthrough, it wasn't really a problem with me, but I know that when doing subsequent future playthroughs with other characters. All right, so this is pretty bad. We actually normally want to go second. We want to see which way Cinderella goes. But she normally always goes left, so we're just gonna go right off the bat. So you're gonna want to have a good ratio of triple die because you're gonna want to have a good ratio of magic cards. Because you're gonna want to spam a bunch of triple die because we want to get out of here as soon as possible. We don't want to be on this board anymore. But anyways, you know, you're doing a bunch of playthroughs. You're trying to, you know, maybe get the secret ending, maybe just enjoy it while you still can, of course. You know, time only lasts so long. That's a really good. We're getting some above average rolls, which is pretty good. But you're just gonna want to make a quick rotation. The reason why I'm not actually purchasing any panels is simply because I don't want to lose that ratio of magic cards. I just want to keep getting triple die. Getting a couple of crowns is good because I always recommend while doing this method, it's always better to play safe because any GP you lose, especially giving up to Cinderella, it doesn't really matter. By the way, if you're trying to get, what is it, focus block? No. There's actually a card you need to get from Cinderella, but you want to get that from the command board, not from the Mirage Arena. You want to get it from the actual, like, World Hub, not the Mirage Hub, if that makes sense. And not only that, but you can also land on bonus blocks and also get... Is it Focus Barrier? I'm not sure what the panel's called.
How nice!
It might be focus. I don't think it's. I'm pretty sure it's focus block. But here we are. You know, it's only our triple die. GP Magnet's also really good. You get like a strike card, especially when Cinderella starts placing more blocks. But so pretty much the reason why I went right there is because Cinderella's gonna go left every time. So she's actually going to set us up, and that's good because the way we get money is through one of the means to get money at least is either you land on a special command board, which either gives you Captain Dark, Captain Justice, or in this case, it lets you roll for GP from the Fairy Godmother. Of course, we're just going to keep rolling our triple die. We didn't land on any special boards. When I was doing my first tutorial, we got Captain Justice. We actually got a 2-cycle, which is pretty insane. 2 cycles like this cycle. And I'm gonna tell you about Jokers in a second. So what's good about Jokers? Like, let's just say you're kind of running low on triple die. You can't get around the board as quick. And one of the things about the Joker card is that it can give you GP Protect, which is obviously a safety measure from losing GP. It can give you GP Magnet, obviously extremely good. It can give you Panel Capture. The reason why I like Panel Capture from Joker is because it uses sometimes it uses cards where they're already maxed out, so you don't lose any cards regarding the ratio that you have with Magic to say your other cards, such as attack cards or miscellaneous cards, like the ground cards are. So that's one of the benefits of getting the Joker card. But we're about to identify the green square. I would actually recommend, if you have any, if you're out of triple die, definitely GP Protect here, because you don't want to land on Cinderella's block. Lose GP that way. Sometimes it gets pretty close. Of course, being low. if you want to improve the strat, and you like, let's just say you have just a lot of magic cards, and you're not really worried about maxing them out, or you're trying to maybe let's just say you're trying to level up magic cards. You have so many magic cards, and you don't mind leveling up certain ones. This is a good time to also level up cards that way. Although, for the sake of getting out of here as soon as humanly possible, it would also be good if you get double kill. That's like a really good card, especially if you're actually playing a board. But if you're actually playing a board, I would recommend doing it in the World Cup, not for this challenge. That way, you get more benefits that way. Bonus panels. You get more unique cards. Yeah, I mean, what Cinderella does, you don't even have to worry. Like, I saw a strat, it was just like, oh, you can chain lock Cinderella with stuns. The only thing you use her for is if, let's just say you're rolling poorly, it's to reset the square on the right. Is look, we don't have enough, but we're gonna get more GP going right. We actually didn't properly set up our block going north, but that's okay because we're gonna get enough GP from this anyway. And I mean, that's pretty much anything you have to know for this tutorial, but won't be long now. I can tell you, if anything goes wrong, yeah, I mean, this is gonna be just make sure that you set yourself up properly. Make sure that you don't set Cinderella up instead. Don't go on the same side as her, ever. And you should be fine. Of course, the reason why, let's say your strat is buying, you're like buying a bunch of blocks. The reason why that's good is make sure when you buy blocks, and let's just say you land on one of the main command centers, or command blocks, let's call them. Nice! Make sure to level up one block as high as you can, and we're done. Thank you! So that's the alternative strat. You would probably get a 2-cycle more consistently there, but you would use up, you know, your magic squares, probably. So that's it for my tutorial. See ya.